Hey Titans, welcome to EdCamp Online. Today we're going to take a look at updating your teacher website. So first we're going to go ahead and go to admin.vehs.visd.net. So that is the usual website that we go to, vehs.visd.net. We just have admin in front of that. So I'll go ahead and log into that website. Now what you need to be aware of is your login's your computer login, and your password is the same password you use on your computer. So we'll go ahead and sign in. You'll see several different options here as we log in. What we're going to be focusing on is updating your teacher page so that students who are looking for information, who are looking for assignments, can go ahead and find it. So we're not going to click on the Classes tab just yet. We're going to look at Pages. And as you click on the pages, it'll load. We'll go to Personal Pages. And you should see the option to edit your personal page. So here's mine. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And we will see several different things. You'll see some things on this website that won't be on yours just because I've kind of spruced it up a little bit. And what I'll go ahead and do is I'll go ahead and have a side-by-side next to that. So I'll go ahead and open up the school website so that you can see the difference between what we're seeing here with the different links, the different pictures. It's a little bare. And I will go ahead and pull up the website from what like a student would see or a parent would see logging in off campus. So I'll go down here to Six Toes. And we'll see the difference once that loads between what they see. I've got a little intro graphic animation. I've got my remind feed that's going to populate here in just a second, so they'll be able to see all the reminds that I send out. I have a little graphic dealing with flipped classroom, educational resources. Then I've got my podcast here on the bottom where they can listen to the different podcast episodes that I've put up. So on the right side, we'll see some links here that they can look at, syllabi, different links to different articles, and if you click the more info, it'll show, I guess it doesn't show the phone number here. So this is kind of what they see, but this is what we see on the back end. We have, you can't see the remind feed. The flipped classroom's a little smaller. So we're going to look at when you are ready to add something to your website. You'll click the add button down here. You can add content, photos, or files. Let's say I wanted to add a PDF assignment for the kids to read. And let's say that I wanted to upload a picture of something I wanted them to look at, analyze. Typically, we'll just do content. And whatever content you want to add, this is the content for the website. And you can still put in a hyperlink if you want up here. You can change the color of your text. You can change the formatting of your text. You can even change the size of your text. Right now there's no font option that I'm aware of, but if you copy it from Microsoft Word in a font and paste it in, it'll recognize that font. So it's just a little funny like that. You can put in a picture wrapped around text, and I have my stuff kind of lined up here on the right side panel. So interestingly enough, you can also put in an iframe if you have a YouTube video you want to drop in here. Just be mindful of how it resizes on phones or tablets. So this is the HTML script for the things that you would add. I'm going to go ahead and escape out of that. Hit the escape button. Now to add a file on the side here, you would add content, photos, or files to the right. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my webcam here so that you guys can see that. Content, photos, and files, and then different links that you have. So let's say I were to say, here is the prompt for your To Kill a Mockingbird essay. Then I could either highlight the word here and make it a link to the prompt. If I want to drop something from my OneDrive, I can click on it in OneDrive and say get the share link, share it with the kids. Or I could then enter and add the file if I wanted to put it right underneath that. So it's a little easier just to drop the file straight in here. Here's the prompt, and then add another content. If you're a little more advanced and you want to do a link to a file, or a link to an outside web page, or a link to any of the other educational apps that we've been talking about over the past couple of days, Kahoot, Remind, Quizlet, Nearpod, you can link those here, and then you just put the URL in there. If you've got a URL for a PDF, URL to a YouTube video that you want the kids to watch, different things like that, a Quiz, Quizlet quiz, a Kahoot game, different things like that. If you want to put a link to your podcast, or if you want to just kind of continue to paste or upload PowerPoints where you've narrated over them and done like screen capture or recording and different things like that. So logging in and updating is not that hard. If you're curious about something and how it's going to look, you can preview before you go and publish any changes. Now, it's very easy to publish changes, but if you wanted to check beforehand, then you could come over here and say, okay, I want to preview what it looks like. So you would preview, it would open in this. It says you're not seeing your latest changes. Save your draft to preview them. So I love how it has what it would look like on a tablet and what it would look like on a phone. So this is what it would look like if someone logs in on a phone. See how my little cartoon that I dropped in here, it's not going to completely show up. The Remind resizes automatically so they can read all the messages that I've been sending. And the Anchor resizes pretty good, pretty well at the bottom, and then the links that I have are still there. If I wanted to see what they would see on a tablet, maybe an iPad or something, it's resized a little different. Now we've got the column on the right, and this is what it would look like on a desktop. Everything seems to fit. Okay, so if you have any questions at all, go ahead and feel free to shoot me an email, jonathan.sixtos@visd.net. And that is how you update and publish your personal teacher website. I'll go ahead and do another video here in just a second, how to add and update classes. So thanks for watching.